this hour, dramatic new details about the unidentified object shot down by fighter jets just miles off the coast of Alaska yesterday.
An extraordinary event just unfolded near Alaska's coast with the sighting of an underwater UFO. The Alaska Triangle, a region shrouded in mystery and unexplained events, now adds another layer to its intrigue. And it's even more mysterious than the infamous Bermuda Triangle. What secrets do these waters hold? And what does this recent sighting tell us about the unknown depths of our planet? Join us as we unravel the mysteries of the Alaska Triangle and its underwater visitors. Situated in the rugged terrain of Alaska, this area holds secrets that have puzzled experts and enthusiasts alike. The Alaska Triangle, stretching from Juneau and Yakutat in the southeast to Anchorage in the middle and to Barrow along the northern coast, covers a vast and wild area. This region, known for its dense forests, mountainous terrain, and formidable glaciers, is a hotbed for unexplained phenomena. What if the recent surge in underwater UFO sightings near Alaska's coast is revealing truths long hidden in the depths of this mysterious triangle? Historically, the area has been associated with a series of native legends and folklore, often hinting at supernatural elements. Indigenous cultures have long spoken of mysterious forces and creatures that inhabit these lands. The Triangle has witnessed over 20,000 disappearances since the 1970s, including high-profile cases like that of House Majority Leader Hale Boggs in 1972. According to reports, the plane vanished without a trace along with 6 other passengers and crew. Since then, it has been the center of numerous unexplained disappearances and sightings, drawing parallels to the Bermuda Triangle. Beyond the geographical allure, the Alaska Triangle is infamous for a number of other mysteries. Reports of alien abductions have been a recurrent theme, with individuals claiming to have experienced inexplicable events and sightings. The region is also a hotspot for Bigfoot enthusiasts. Countless stories from locals and visitors describe encounters with large, hairy humanoid creatures, adding a layer of mystique to the already enigmatic area. But perhaps the most baffling of all are the numerous aircraft vanishings. Over the years, hundreds of planes have disappeared without a trace in this region. The disappearances have sparked various theories, ranging from extreme weather conditions and pilot disorientation to more otherworldly explanations. These incidents have contributed significantly to the Triangle's mysterious reputation. However, an often overlooked aspect of the Alaska Triangle's mystery is the Gulf of Alaska's depth. This part of the Pacific Ocean reaches astonishing depths of over 26,000 feet, making it one of the world's deepest waters. The vast, unexplored areas of this watery abyss present a formidable challenge for researchers and explorers. It's speculated that these depths could hide unknown species, sunken relics, or, as some believe, underwater bases for extraterrestrial activities. The depth and inaccessibility of these waters add an intriguing dimension to the mysteries of the Alaska Triangle, fueling theories and speculations about what might lie beneath the surface. Reports of underwater UFOs in the Alaska Triangle have been surfacing for years, narrated by a variety of eyewitnesses. One of the most notable accounts surfaced in 1969 that reported a brightly glowing reddish-orange elliptical object, about 70 feet in diameter, emerging from the ocean and shooting into space at an incredible speed. Similarly, Beverly Sue Waltz, an Alaskan resident, claimed to have witnessed thousands of objects rising from the ocean's depth and disappearing into the sky at astonishing speeds. These accounts are just a fraction of the many reports that have emerged over the years, involving strange, unexplained phenomena occurring in and around the waters of Alaska. Despite these numerous eyewitness accounts, mainstream scientists remain skeptical about the existence of underwater UFOs. This skepticism stems from a lack of tangible evidence that meets the rigorous standards of scientific proof. Many in the scientific community argue that anecdotal evidence and eyewitness accounts, while intriguing, cannot be substantiated through empirical methods. They emphasize the need for physical evidence, such as high-resolution photographs, radar data, or recovered material, which are often lacking in these reports. Furthermore, scientists point to psychological and environmental factors that could explain these sightings, such as optical illusions, atmospheric phenomena, or misidentified man-made objects. This skepticism is rooted in the scientific method, which relies on observable, testable, and repeatable data to validate any claims. This leads us to question, what are the possible factors that make this region the center of such sightings? Does Alaska's distinctive environment play a role in the intriguing UFO sightings reported in the area? Alaska, located at a higher latitude, is particularly sensitive to magnetic field variations. This sensitivity is due to its proximity to the Earth's magnetic pole, where magnetic flux variations are more pronounced. In Alaska, even seismological equipment, part of the transportable array, has been shown to record these magnetic field variations, which are particularly strong during geomagnetic storms and other space weather events. Such magnetic anomalies could potentially affect or even be mistaken for UFO sightings, given their impact on the environment and the equipment used for observation. The climate of Alaska is shaped by a unique combination of latitude, continentality, and elevation. The high latitude leads to significant variations in solar radiation, with limited warmth in winter and abundant light in summer. Major mountain ranges in the state act as barriers to moisture from the Pacific Ocean, leading to distinct weather patterns. These atmospheric conditions, characterized by changes in light and weather, could influence the visibility and perception of unexplained aerial phenomena, possibly contributing to the reports of UFO sightings in the region. Alaska's geological structure is diverse and complex. Recent studies have revealed various magnetic properties across the state, suggesting a rich and varied geological character. This diversity in magnetic properties and geological features could influence the occurrence and observation of unusual phenomena. For example, areas with distinct magnetic characteristics might affect the behavior of aerial objects or the instruments used to detect them, leading to unusual sightings or heightened interest in aerial phenomena. Alaska has experienced significant warming over the past 60 years, more than twice as rapid as the rest of the United States. This warming is part of a broader trend observed in the Arctic, with implications for sea ice, glaciers, permafrost, and vegetation. Such changes in climate could influence atmospheric conditions, potentially affecting the frequency and nature of UFO sightings. Fluctuations in weather patterns, influenced by factors like the Pacific Decadal Oscillation and El Niño events, add another layer to the environmental elements that might affect UFO observations. The variability in the climate, along with non-linear responses and regional differences, could continue to impact how and when these phenomena are observed in Alaska's skies. The unique magnetic fields, atmospheric conditions, and geographical features of Alaska create an environment that could potentially influence both the occurrence and the observation of UFO sightings. Understanding these environmental and geophysical factors is key to analyzing and interpreting the reported sightings, both historical and present, in this region. Historical sightings of UFOs in Alaska date back decades, with some of the most notable occurring in the latter half of the 20th century. For instance, in 1969, a remarkable sighting was reported by a U.S. Navy officer who observed an unidentified, brightly glowing object emerging from the ocean. These early reports often describe objects with unconventional flight patterns and speeds, far exceeding the capabilities of known aircraft at the time. Another significant incident occurred in 1986 when the crew of Japan Airlines Flight 1628 reported encountering multiple UFOs while flying over Alaska. This sighting was unique due to the detailed descriptions provided by the experienced flight crew and the subsequent confirmation of the event by ground radar. The military's involvement in UFO sightings has been a recurring theme, particularly during the Cold War era. The strategic importance of Alaska, with its proximity to the Soviet Union, meant that military bases and radar installations were often the first to record such incidents. However, there has been a historical pattern of secrecy and reluctance to publicly acknowledge these sightings. This secrecy has fueled speculation about the nature of these objects and the military's knowledge of them. Reports often allude to quick suppression of information and limited access to records, suggesting a possible cover-up, or at least a desire to control the narrative around these unexplained phenomena. A consistent pattern emerges from the eyewitness accounts of UFO sightings in Alaska. These reports frequently describe objects with extraordinary maneuverability, capable of rapid acceleration and abrupt changes in direction. Many sightings involve objects emerging from or diving into the ocean, suggesting the possibility of underwater bases or activities. Additionally, the descriptions of these objects often include bright lights or glowing auras, and they are typically observed in remote or strategically sensitive areas. This pattern has led to various theories, ranging from experimental military technology to extraterrestrial visitations. In recent years, Alaska has continued to be a focal point for UFO sightings. One of the most notable incidents occurred in February 2023, when a high-altitude object was shot down by the U.S. Air Force over Alaska. This object had traveled over Alaska before heading northward to sea at a relatively slow speed of 20 to 40 miles per hour. Interestingly, pilots reported differing accounts of the object, with some noting interference with their aircraft's sensors, while others could not identify any means of propulsion on the object. The object did not appear to have any surveillance equipment, adding to the mystery surrounding its purpose and origin. The concept of underwater bases in Alaska, possibly linked to extraterrestrial activities, is a theory that has gained traction among UFO enthusiasts and researchers. This theory is fueled by the vast, unexplored depths of the region's waters, such as the Beaufort Sea, where the aforementioned object landed. The area's remote and harsh environment, along with its geopolitical strategic importance, makes it a plausible location for concealed activities. Speculations suggest that these bases could be used for monitoring, research, or even as a refuge for extraterrestrial beings. The secrecy and lack of concrete explanations for the high-altitude object's presence bolster such theories. The peculiarities in recent UFO sightings, such as the lack of identifiable propulsion systems and the interference with aircraft sensors, point towards advanced technology beyond current human capabilities. These characteristics align with long-standing descriptions of UFOs as exhibiting extraordinary maneuverability, speed, and the ability to operate both in the air and underwater. These capabilities suggest a technology that is highly advanced, possibly involving anti-gravity or other propulsion methods not yet understood by modern science. The behavior of these objects, such as their tendency to appear in remote areas and their elusive nature, raises questions about their intent, whether it be observation, research, or something more complex. The recent sightings in Alaska, along with historical accounts, continue to fuel a range of theories from advanced military technology to extraterrestrial presence. The lack of definitive explanations from official sources only adds to the intrigue surrounding these phenomena. The aerospace industry has seen significant advancements in recent years, but the reported capabilities of UFOs indicate a technology that is not advanced. One of the most notable trends is the development of zero-fuel aircraft. Airbus, for example, has revealed concepts for the world's first zero-emission hydrogen commercial aircraft, potentially entering service by 2035. These aircraft rely on hydrogen as a primary power source, highlighting a shift towards clean aviation fuel. Another key development is in structural health monitoring, which focuses on using non-destructive evaluation sensors for monitoring changes in materials and structures. This advancement is crucial in aircraft safety, allowing for real-time monitoring and predictive maintenance. Advanced materials are also reshaping aerospace technology. The industry is moving away from traditional aluminum to new composites and alloys like titanium, graphite, fiberglass, reinforced epoxy, and ceramics. These materials are not only stronger and stiffer, but also corrosion and chemical resistant, which are vital in extreme conditions. Blockchain technology is emerging as a tool for enhancing security and data transparency in aerospace. It offers a secure, auditable, and shareable record across distributed populations, which is vital in the complex aerospace supply chain. Additive manufacturing, or 3D printing, is increasingly being used to create components that are lighter and stronger, significantly impacting fuel efficiency and emissions. When comparing these advancements to the reported technology of UFOs, several contrasts and similarities emerge. UFO sightings often describe crafts with exceptional maneuverability, speed, and the capability to operate in both air and underwater environments. This points to a level of technological sophistication that surpasses current human capabilities, particularly in propulsion and energy use. For instance, while zero-fuel aircraft and electric propulsion represent significant strides towards clean and efficient air travel, they are still in developmental stages compared to the seemingly advanced propulsion systems of UFOs that leave no emissions or sound. The use of advanced materials in aerospace parallels descriptions of UFOs, which are often reported to be made of materials that withstand extreme conditions and show high durability. However, the specifics of these materials in UFOs remain unknown and are presumed to be far more advanced. Structural health monitoring in aerospace could be seen as a primitive form of the self-diagnosing and repairing capabilities often attributed to UFOs, suggesting a far more advanced understanding and application of materials science. While human aerospace technology has made significant strides, the reported capabilities of UFOs suggest a technology that is not only advanced, but possibly operates on principles not yet fully understood or harnessed by current human science. The continual evolution of aerospace and marine technologies might eventually provide insights into these unexplained phenomena. Alaska's UFO sightings, particularly those involving underwater phenomena, do not exist in isolation. They form part of a larger global context of UFO encounters that have been reported and documented for decades. Across the world, from the Nevada desert's Area 51 in the United States to the Pine Gap in Australia, there have been numerous accounts of unexplained aerial phenomena. These sightings share common characteristics with those in Alaska, such as advanced maneuverability, high speeds, and the ability to operate in various environments, including underwater. Internationally, governments and defense agencies have gradually begun to acknowledge the existence of these unexplained phenomena. For instance, the Pentagon's release of declassified UFO videos and the establishment of the Unidentified Aerial Phenomena Task Force demonstrate a growing official interest in understanding these sightings. Similarly, other nations have started to officially investigate and document UFO encounters. This global context highlights that the phenomenon of UFO sightings is not limited to one region, but is a worldwide occurrence. The similarities in these sightings across different geographical locations suggest a commonality in the technology or intelligence behind these phenomena, which transcends national borders and conventional understanding of aircraft technology. The UFO sightings in Alaska and globally pose several profound questions about humanity's understanding of the universe and our place within it. Firstly, if these sightings are indeed evidence of extraterrestrial or advanced technology, what does this mean for our understanding of life beyond Earth? The possibility of intelligent life elsewhere in the universe challenges our fundamental perceptions of life, technology, and the cosmos. Secondly, the advanced technology exhibited by these UFOs raises questions about the potential for technological breakthroughs that could revolutionize our understanding of physics, propulsion, and energy. If such technology exists, what could it teach us about traveling through space, harnessing energy, and even the nature of reality itself? Furthermore, these sightings prompt us to consider the intentions and motivations behind these phenomena. If they are controlled by intelligent beings, whether human or not, what are their purposes for visiting or observing Earth? Are these visits exploratory, observational, or something more? Finally, the presence of UFOs and the increasing acknowledgement by governments worldwide lead to questions about global preparedness and response. How should humanity collectively respond to evidence of extraterrestrial life or advanced technology? What protocols and international collaborations would be necessary in such scenarios? The UFO sightings, set against the backdrop of global phenomena, open a gateway to multiple questions and possibilities. And we might just get the answers to all these questions, thanks to the current advancements in civilian space and underwater exploration. Recent advancements in civilian space exploration are revolutionizing our approach to investigating UFO sightings. With the emergence of powerful rockets like SpaceX's Starship, the potential for studying high-altitude phenomena has increased dramatically. This year, Starship's development has continued, despite challenges, with its impressive payload capabilities allowing for more detailed, high-altitude observation and research. These advancements could offer new insights into UFO sightings reported at high altitudes or near space. Private missions, such as SpaceX's Polaris Dawn, are expanding the boundaries of commercial human spaceflight. The mission's goal to reach an orbit higher than any since the Apollo missions and conduct spacewalks introduces new possibilities for direct observation and study of aerial phenomena that could be linked to UFO reports. The increase in private space travel, including trips to the International Space Station and proposed private spacewalks, opens up new opportunities for observing and potentially identifying UFOs from a unique vantage point. Parallel to space, advancements in underwater exploration technology are equally significant. Modern submersibles, ROVs, and AUVs are enabling deeper and more detailed exploration of the ocean's depths. These technologies are crucial for investigating the reports of underwater UFOs or USOs, unidentified submerged objects. Enhanced underwater exploration tools can reach previously inaccessible areas, potentially shedding light on the nature of these sightings and exploring theories of underwater alien bases or other unexplained underwater phenomena. The integration of these advanced technologies from both space and underwater exploration into UFO research could provide unprecedented insights. Enhanced space observation tools could track and analyze aerial phenomena more effectively, while sophisticated underwater exploration technologies could offer new ways to investigate and understand potential underwater UFO activities. The current advancements in civilian space and underwater exploration are opening new doors for the investigation of UFO sightings. With these technologies, we stand on the brink of potentially groundbreaking discoveries that could significantly contribute to our understanding of these mysterious phenomena. Thanks for exploring with us on Beyond Discovery. If you enjoyed these revelations, click now on the next video that pops up on your screen. It's unbelievable.